Hey guys, welcome back to After Credit Movie Chats. I'm Dean Thomas, and this is my review of 10 Cloverfield Lane, the movie that came out of nowhere. Nobody had heard anything about this, then suddenly that trailer dropped, about a month ago? Being produced by J.J. Abrams, and I think this is a really smart ploy because he took all the attention onto himself while he's directing Star Wars, so this movie could kind of get made in the shadows, in secret. It's made by a brand new director. It's his first feature film. Abrams found him because he made that fan film for the video game Portal. If any of you guys remember that or know the video game, that's how he got the job. And what I loved about this movie is we know nothing about it. The trailer dropped a month ago. Then the movie's out. The trailer does not give you much. I can say that the trailer does not give you. There is a lot more to this movie than even that very vague trailer gives you. And that's what's so fun about this movie. You show up to the theater on a Friday night, or in my case, a Thursday night, and you have no idea what you're in for, and you just take what the movie is willing to get you. This movie is filled with a lot of tension, a lot of suspense. It plays like a suspenseful horror movie. The direction of this movie is really strong. There's a lot of just visual storytelling. There's not tons and tons of exposition explaining what's going on. They leave you in the dark with a lot of it. You just got to piece it together, figure it out as you go, and that's what I really liked about this movie. There's this sense of paranoia to the movie as well because the director uses a lot of very up close shots on like faces of the actors, so you see their expressions, but you don't know what's going on outside of the frame they're giving you. So there's that feeling of paranoia, that tension, that suspense that something's off screen that I should be seeing or that's going to catch me off guard. Now, I don't want to give much away about this movie because I think the fun of this movie is going and just seeing what it gives you. Basically, the idea is the character is played by Mary Elizabeth Winstead, I believe. She plays Michelle, who's running away from her boyfriend, more or less, gets in a car accident, and then wakes up in this bunker with John Goodman and this guy named Emmett. And I think the best part about this movie is you're trying to piece together why she's down there, just like she is in the beginning. And John Goodman's character really is weird, creepy, off center. But you're wrestling the whole time. Is he good? Is he bad? Is he just a weird guy with good intentions? Is he actually a bad guy? And he plays it really well, really strange. And that's where all the acting performance is really strong because you're relying on these three characters in total. That is it. And that's why this movie works, is because the chemistry also down in that bunker and the tension between the characters at times is also what really works, especially with John Goodman's character. But with all that tension and the suspense and the paranoia, what also works is the humor. This movie's actually pretty funny, and it works really well to relieve that tension. You can relax, you can let out a laugh, and that's what also gave this movie an extra element, an extra dimension. I was ready to give this movie a really high score the first hour and a half. It's about an hour and 45-minute movie. And that first hour and a half just flew by. You're so engaged, you're so on the edge of your seat. And then the last 15 minutes, because I had, like I said, not giving away too much, but I had to connect to Cloverfield, obviously. And those of you who are going to see this for a Cloverfield sequel, it's not. Abrams described it as like a long-distance cousin sort of a thing, and that's what it is. It's a different story set in the same universe, the same world that Cloverfield took place in, which I didn't actually even see, which I didn't need to for this movie, which is another bonus. But the last 15 minutes or so, when it connected to Cloverfield, kind of took away from it a little bit initially. I kind of wish this had just been this weird doomsday sort of guy who had built this bunker. That's kind of what the movie plays like. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, all right, we're in this Cloverfield world, this universe, and this ending it makes sense for what the movie had to be, what the story had to tell. So actually, thinking about it more, it grew on me. But overall, I mean, I really enjoyed this movie. I had a good time. I was engaged in the story. I was on the edge of my seat. I found myself laughing quite often. The theater was laughing a lot. It was a really good and fun movie-going experience. I suggest everybody go see it. For my score of 10 Cloverfield Lane, I'm at an 87%. I mean, this movie is engaging. You're on the edge of your seat. You'll jump at points because there's this paranoia, this tension feeling. You're trying to piece it all together. You're not sure what's going on. And for that reason, I really enjoyed 10 Cloverfield Lane. Let me know what you guys think. If you've seen this movie, are you planning to see it? Jump in the comments below. Let's start a conversation. Also, you can tweet me at AC Movie Chats on Twitter. You'll get all the latest links to my website on there for movie news, reviews, trailers, all that, which is, my website is aftercreditmoviechats.wordpress.com. Probably easier to follow me on Twitter to get the links than, type that whole URL in. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we'll see you back here next time.